Welcome to Exit Interview, improv radio podcast by God and the Devil. Before we begin, there are a couple things you need to know. This podcast was completely improvised. None of it was written beforehand. It was recorded in one take and then edited into a radio play. The performers on this podcast are
Dan KUAN Peoples,
John Goodman,
Jonah Greenewalt,
Will Koller.
Okay, let's begin.
Exit Interview Podcast with God and the Devil. Exit Interview Podcast. God and the Devil. Exit Interview Podcast with God and the Devil.
All right, it is showtime. If you are on Earth and you are hearing these words, then welcome and congrats. As always, you have made it another week in life.
Perfect.
And there to meet you at the finish line of this week is your favorite weekly podcast. That's right, beaming live straight from the Elevator Podcast Studio, stuck in the middle of heaven and hell. This is Exit Interview. I am God. I am joined this week and every week by probably my favorite person in the whole universe. He's sitting right next to me. Devil, you there?
Oh, God, that is just so nice to hear you say that. Thank you. I'm doing well. It's lovely to be here, as always.
Okay, let's go right to the commercial today. We're going to go right in. We have a couple new sponsors to take care of. Let's try this one. This is a lifestyle company. It's called Stay Awake.
Gosh, after going through these days, I'm so tired. I got my job, I drive home, and I can barely stay awake to even talk to my wife and kids. What am I gonna do? Hey there, sir. I've got a suggestion for you. Well, what can I do to stay awake with my family? Well, I've got just a pill you can take. Pop this thing. It's called Stay Awake. You'll be zapped right up like you just took some caffeine and Coke, which are two of its main ingredients. Here, try some. Oh, boy. Now I can stay awake forever. That's us. Stay awake. You'll never fall asleep.
Okay, that was great.
I forgot we got them as a sponsor.
I mean, I've never slept in my life after we got that sponsor, so.
No, me neither. But I can't sleep.
Why not?
That's part of being the devil. I'm awake at all hours, spreading malice throughout the earth.
That's part of your DNA?
No, I don't have DNA either. I'm a being of pure infernal energy, and I feel great. I've never felt better in my life, let me tell you, God.
You never just take a nap for fun?
Nope, never once. I could try it.
Have you ever laid down?
Sure, I love to lay down. Yeah, I eat reclining, like a Roman emperor.
Let's get right to it. We're not here for fun.
No.
If you want fun, we got another podcast in the network. It's called God and the Devil Have Fun. Mm-hmm. Listen to that one. It comes out on Tuesdays. This is Exit Interview. If you haven't listened, this is the perfect time to tune in. We're going to interview a recently deceased person, review scenes from their life, and see if they're a good person, see if they go up in heaven with me, or down to the devil with the sleepless hell that they will inhabit for the rest of eternity.
All right.
I feel someone right now. Should we beam them in?
Yeah, it seems like we're floating. A lot of souls floating around the elevator right now. Let's pull one of these babies in here, huh?
Yep, let's grab one and
here it goes.
Beam it in.
Whoa.
Hello.
Hey guys.
How's it going?
I mean, not much. I'm just kind of getting acclimated to my surroundings. I love what you guys have done with this place. It looks great in here.
Oh, thank you.
Cool.
Now, so you understand you're deceased, yes?
Sorry, I'm what?
You have died.
Kick the bucket.
You are no more.
Oh, yeah. No. I figured that the big hole kind of in my left side included me, and I figured I couldn't have possibly survived that.
That's great. I'm so glad we get to skip the whole phase of, oh, no, I'm too young. Oh, I can't be dead. Oh, great. Yeah, no, okay.
No,
cool.
come on. I died at an appropriate time and at an appropriate age. I feel pretty good about it.
Really? How old were you?
45.
45? Okay, cool. And what was your name?
My name is Arnold Gardiner.
Arnold Gardiner.
Where are you from, Arnie?
Oh, I'm from Pennsylvania, just outside Pittsburgh, unnamed town.
Oh, beautiful state.
45. Is that old to you, or is that young to you? What's your outlook on that?
Oh boy, that's a good question. You know, I
I feel like it's just about the perfect age to go out is really how I felt, and I felt that way for a long time. There are very few people in my family that live past 45.
Really?
And so pretty much 45 was like, I was like, I'm doing pretty good if I'm going out at 45.
No, you're right. I respect that outlook, because at a certain point, you've lived the life you've lived, you've made the decisions you've made, and you just have to accept it. Now, you, I assume, based on what you were saying about your family, you outlived your parents. They're in the ground. They've come and they've been on this podcast already. But any other family left in your life when you passed? People to mourn you?
Oh yeah, I've got a younger brother. He is 43 and a half.
Oh, okay. So his times are coming.
Yeah, I'll give him about a year and a half, and he'll probably be up here too.
Sure. Did you spend a lot of time with him? Who were the people in your life you spent the most time with? What'd you do with your time?
Oh my God! I mean, I spent a ton of time with him. He was my co-pilot. I'm a pilot. He was my co-pilot. So I mean, we spent every day together, all the time.
A lot of long flights.
Oh, very long flights. We flew exclusively from Pittsburgh to Australia. That was our route.
So there are a lot of commuters going from Pittsburgh to Australia.
Oh yeah, very very active.
Was this Sydney?
Very active. It was Sydney. Yes, a very active circuit. It was there's a lot of big business people. It's I think it's what is that business? I think it's a paper company. I think there's a paper company that has a headquarters in Pittsburgh and it has a headquarters in Sydney.
You're flying a lot of paper execs.
At least 3 times a week, they are just shuttling people back and forth, which is great for us because it's business,
Yeah, sure.
It's paper.
Do you guys ever do any tricks in the plane while you guys are flying? You ever do any of those loop-de-loops? I love seeing it on holidays and stuff.
Oh, absolutely. No, we are some really two reckless guys up there. I mean, we like to give our people in the back. I mean, they work for a paper company, so like, I mean, how exciting could their life be? So we like to really just like kind of shake them up a little bit.
So you look at that as doing them a favor, not as endangering their lives?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, it usually doesn't endanger their lives. Occasionally it might, but really, I think if you look at it in the grand scheme of things, I think that they all got off that plane in Sydney and they said, oh my God, I'm never going to forget that. That was incredible.
I mean, I will say, I'm looking at your record right here, and it says that the record of your flight, and the last flight you ever made landed safely, so it seems like you did not die in a plane crash, so I'll give you that. You were introducing a little excitement into these people's lives. That's the kind of thing maybe a good person would do. Someone with a virtuous soul. What do you think, God? Seem like a nice guy?
Yeah, let's wrap this interview up with one more question. Do you think you should go heaven or down? Down being hell.
Oh, man.
God, I love it how you cut right to the center of the thing. Good question.
Ever since I realized that I was probably dead, I've kind of been chewing on this.
So about 12 minutes?
About 12 minutes, yeah. Perfect. So, I think that I deserve to be in heaven. I think if you talk to my brother, when you talk to my brother, he might have a different outlook, but I just think that you should probably listen to me on this one, because I know my life the best.
Really?
You know what, Arnie, you've piqued my interest. Let's peel right into this thing. We got this machine here hooked up. It's a cylindrical tube. Let's have you fit right in there. We'll get your orb and your energy in there, and let's see some of these events. And Devil and I will judge for ourselves. All right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. Send me up.
Here we go.
All passengers and cabin crew should now be seated with their seatbelts securely fastened. The cabin lights will remain dim for landing.
Knock, 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 knock.
Hey, Timmy, could you,
Mr. Pilot, is this plane doing the right thing?
Did you get that? I don't like talking to the passengers while we're flying. Let me just pull out this donut.
Yeah, hey, no problem, bro. I'll go check on that. Excuse me, sir.
All the paper's flying everywhere. We're freaking out over here.
Listen, that's why we recommend you put your paper in the box before you board, okay? Paper in the box. Box in the overhead compartment, okay? Then when we do the tricks and the flips that you go tell your family about when we get back to Pittsburgh, then your paper will be safe and you'll have a great story, okay?
Listen, buddy, I see you here every single day. We fly back and forth. I know the rules of this flight. I'm Richie Papers here. I run the paper company, okay? You're telling me...
Excuse me, sir. Sir, you'll notice that the fasten seatbelt sign is on. I'm gonna need you to return to your seat, okay? And stop bothering the pilots.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, I'll yell at you from my seat after I buckle in, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir. Oh, and, Mr. Gardiner, I'll be right back with those, special pills you asked for, okay?
Oh, thank you so much, Cheryl. I really appreciate that. God, Cheryl, I don't know what we would do without Cheryl on this thing. I mean, we got some unruly guys back there.
It's true, and the flight attendants that sometimes are in here, they don't do as well, George, he doesn't have that kind of tact, he would have just announced the type of pills over the loudspeaker, over that thing that we can use. He would have aggressed the passengers, but no, Cheryl, she knows how it's done. You gotta love Cheryl.
It's true. Cheryl is the best. She's the best we've had. We've gone through a lot, God knows, but I think Cheryl's definitely going to stick with us for the long haul.
Yeah. So, listen, as the senior of the two of us, by quite a gap, some 500 and some days that you've been on the Earth before me, it makes sense that you would be the main pilot and I would be the co-pilot.
Yeah, it does.
But I was thinking, and I hate to rehash this, because I know, Arnold, we always get into this when we get to Sydney and we turn around to go back to old Pitt. Maybe old Timmy could hop in the main pilot seat.
Timmy, do you know what it was like in the year before you were born?
Oh, this again? Yeah, okay.
Do you know what it was? Do you know what the world was like? Can you tell me one thing about the way the world was during that year?
According to you, it was a cold world. You had to fend for yourself in that year and a half before I came.
It was a cold world, Timmy. You had to fend for yourself in that year and a half while I was alive and you weren't. And do you know what I was doing out there?
I'm sorry. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Hey, Cheryl. Yeah, no, come on in.
Your ketamine pills. Here you are. Okay, yeah, I'll be back serving drinks.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, Cheryl.
All right, bottoms up to me. Oh, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Sorry, could I have a Coke just to wash this down?
Like a Coca-Cola?
Oh no, from the cocaine bag.
Oh, of course, sure. Yeah, I'll get a line ready for you. Be right back.
Awesome, thank you so much.
This is the dashboard. Turbulence coming. This is the dashboard.
Oh, it's turbulence time, Timmy. You know what that means?
Yeah, I know what that means.
Big Brother Arnold's time to do a barrel roll. Right. So let's strap in.
Yeah. All right.
All right, this is Georgie, the flight attendant. I'm calling you from the back over here. I'm letting you know, all you flight people that are on this plane, the paper people, there is going to be some turbulence, but don't worry, your pilots are on cocaine. All right, strap in, guys.
Okay, before we start, first of all, I gave George a flashcard with the word passengers, so he wouldn't have to keep saying, all you flight people. He hasn't learned it yet. God, I can't believe he announces that to our people. Anyway, all right, I see you're starting the barrel roll.
Okay, yep.
Careful on this one, Arnie.
Hold on, Timmy, here we go.
All this paper.
George,
yeah.
I just wanted to say, I couldn't help but hear that announcement you just made, and
It was great, right?
No, George, it wasn't great. It just really was not up to the levels of professionalism that we expect here on Pennsylvanstralia Airlines. Okay?
Was it too nasally?
No, too nasally. What do you, George? Have you been listening to any of the feedback I've been giving you at our quarterly meeting? I mean, like, George, I'm trying to develop you as an employee here, but sometimes I feel like you're not even trying.
Man, Cheryl, I've been with Pennsylvanstralia Airlines for 3 weeks already. I think I know everything I need to know.
So, first of all, look, our pilots, they work very hard. They're up long hours, and sometimes they need a little extra chemical help with that, okay? But that doesn't mean that the passengers, which is what these people are called, people are customers, the passengers, they don't need to know about that. They don't need to know all the details of everything that we bring to our pilots, okay? So, listen, George, you're on thin ice here. I'm going to be frank with you, okay? So I'm going to need you to turn this around, and I want you to take another crack at that announcement right now, okay? And this time, professionalism, okay? Professionalism.
Okay, right now?
Right now.
All right.
I've got to go take this line of coke to Mr. Gardiner and Mr. Gardiner, okay? I'll be right back.
All right, I'll give it a go.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, my name's Georgie. We are flying, and I'm just calling you, all you people, passengers. I got it right. I'm just telling you, we are flying, and I really hope that you guys care about me, because I care about you. And let me just say, I want to reinvent flight attendant radio call-ins, because I want to make them a little bit more emotional, because I'm feeling a little emotional today. So let me tell you about how I'm doing. I'm feeling a little sad, you know?
Okay, so yeah, here's the lines you asked for. And let me just say, I'm sorry about what's going on over the loudspeaker right now. I tried to talk to him, but he's difficult, okay? You know.
I'm feeling a little sad.
Is he still talking?
You know?
I can't
I'm a
believe how
flight
long this is.
attendant.
He's still going. What's he? Is he talking about?
I love Wicked. That was a great musical, but I really didn't like Cats.
Oh, he didn't like. Oh, that's the final straw. That guy's back there talking down on Cats the musical. Like, oh. Excuse me. Sorry, Cheryl. So what should we do about this? This guy's clearly out of control. I mean, I kind of defer to you on this as another flight attendant. I mean,
thank you. Well, I really appreciate that, Mr. Gardiner, Captain.
Timmy probably has an opinion, but like, I mean, you're Cheryl, so like Cheryl's opinion, Timmy's opinion. I mean, come on.
Oh no, of course, yeah. I wouldn't. I actually, what is the protocol on that? I don't have to listen to Timmy, right? I don't have to take orders. Or sorry, I call him Mr. Gardiner just out of politeness. But to be clear, I am the second ranking officer as head flight attendant.
Yep, that's exactly true.
Or is co-pilot above?
No, co-pilot is right above George.
Okay.
This goes George, co-pilot, my brother Timmy, Cheryl, and then me, Arnold.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
So kind of it's between you and I. So we should let's put our heads together. Let's figure this out.
Okay. Frankly, I know times are hard economically right now, so I feel bad about this, but I think we need to let him go.
Let him go, like off the back of the plane?
Well, I mean, that would be an extreme way of doing it, but also, yeah, I mean, I don't know if we can afford to have him as a liability and by the time we get to Sydney, so maybe.
Hey, Timmy,
okay, yeah, let me just...
Okay, Timmy, I think we got a first draft of our plan. Our plan right now is to strap George up with a parachute and throw him off the back.
Geez, well, I'm honored you're getting my input. I mean, listen, the way I see it, listen, George he's got some growth areas, but I don't know, that seems a little harsh, you know, and I feel like if you're really taking my input, as a third of this decision, you know, then maybe it's not enough to really throw him out. I mean...
Timmy, you've got a soft heart, and I can respect that. I really can. Hey, well, Timmy, I like this idea of giving him another chance, if it's all right with you, Captain, but Timmy, I think maybe if you spoke to him, maybe you could get through to him better than I can, because I just feel like I've been having the same conversation with him over and over again since he started working 3 weeks ago.
I mean, listen, you two softies you can have it your way. The second ranking plus the third ranking opinion is just a little bit higher than the first ranking opinion alone, so like I'll give it to you on that, but I'll give you guys 24 hours. I mean, you got 24 hours before we get back to Pittsburgh, so let's get this figured out, and if he isn't really on his shit by the time we get back, I want him off the plane. Is that fair enough?
I think that sounds fair.
Yeah, that sounds good, brother.
All right, good luck.
Oh, Timmy, you're right by the snack stand in the back of this plane over here. What's up?
Yeah, I know usually I'm the co-pilot. I'm pretty important, you know. They say it's not as important, but I think it's just as important as being the main pilot. Listen, Georgie, can I call you Georgie?
Yeah, you can call me anything. You're the co-pilot, baby.
Okay, well, I'll stick with Georgie. Listen, George, I know these 3 weeks have been tough for you, okay? And I know you're doing your best, okay? I know you actually saw Cats, at least the movie of it, and you tried to really judge it for what it was worth. I appreciate that you're trying. But, Georgie, I'm just gonna level with you, okay? Come into one of these tiny bathrooms with me. Come on, squeeze in here.
Ooh, this is...
Lock the door so that the light turns on.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Look, George, I hate to do this in such close quarters, but no one can hear this. Listen, you're in trouble, man.
Why?
They're about to let you go.
Let me go? Off the back of the plane like the other flight attendants?
Yeah, that is what I meant. Mom.
Yeah?
Oh, I have to pee so bad. Oh my god.
Are there any more cups in our row? Or you have to go to the bathroom this time?
No, I gotta go to the bathroom because I peed in all of the cups. And the George guy, he just gave me a gallon of Sprite and I just drank the whole thing. And I really gotta go.
Son, I told you to drink Coke. This is what you get.
I tried, but the other flight attendant, Cheryl, said, don't talk to me about Coke. That's only for the pilots. And she said that there wasn't any left.
I knew we should have gone on Australia Airlines instead of Pennsylvanstralia Airlines. All right, fine. Go to the bathroom, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Yep, taking a big one. Need a second.
Yep, there's just one person taking a really big one, so be patient, please.
Hey, mister with two voices in there, I really gotta go, or I'm gonna start to pee in the aisle soon.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just putting the last touches on this one.
George, look at me. This could be your last straw. If a girl pees in the aisle because of you, they're gonna let you go in a couple of minutes. We gotta give the room to this girl.
Oh, okay, but can I just say one more thing?
Yeah, I'm listening.
When we touched down in Australia, I actually, I didn't tell anyone this, but I actually had another job offer.
George.
Yeah, your brother, when I called him last night and I said, hey, are we ready for this flight? I got like 6 bags of cocaine and some ketamine too and those like crazy pills. And he said, great, I'm the pilot and thanks for telling me that. He also said, hey, listen, I'm starting a new airline. And we're going somewhere else. Do you want to come with me?
What?
Just letting you know that. Let's go help this girl, okay?
George.
I peed already.
Arnie, what a flight! I gotta say, right, God? I mean, you ever take a cross Pacific flight like that?
No, I've never taken a flight like that before. That is some wild ride you got going on there. That must have been fun for a while.
But it looks like you were running a tight ship, and I can respect that. Wow, you I guess weren't there originally in the bathroom. How does that make you feel hearing that?
No, that is news to me. I knew. We've had this brotherly tension going on since I was 1.5 and since he was 0. Just because, I don't know. And you heard me say it. In that first year and a half, it was a rough time out there, and I was training really hard.
Oh, I remember 45 years ago. That was
a brutal year.
Yeah, the whole country was tough times. Yeah.
And I just feel like he never really got that chip on his shoulder off of his shoulder. The chip never fell off his shoulder, and so I just feel like we've been kind of rubbing elbows a little too close for a little too long, and I decided I'm going to do something about it, and I'm going to start a new airline.
Well, but listen, Arnie, if I may, it seems like you never really took much time to consider that from your brother's perspective. You're thinking about a lot of I'm having to deal with him having a chip on his shoulder. How do you think he felt about always being second best, being co-pilot?
Listen, I know how it sounds, but honestly, I did this for Timmy, okay? And the reason is because Timmy is living in my shadow. He's been living in my shadow since I was a 3-foot tall, 1.5-year-old. Mm-hmm. And he can't get out of my shadow. And sure, part of that's my fault. I cast a long shadow, I'm tall now.
You're very tall.
Yeah, I'm really huge. I got the aviators. I got big. I'm such a pilot. And Timmy, he's scrawny. He's got a little dirt stash. He's got little square rimmed glass. He just doesn't really. So he's just living in my shadow, And I figure there's no way for him to get out from behind my shadow unless I step aside and choose a new path. So I'm opening it up. I'm opening this up for Timmy to take the airline. And what I didn't say is that I was going to give the airline to Timmy. Pennsylvanstralia Airlines. I had the deed signed.
The deed to the airline. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah.
The deed to the airline. Yeah. And I was going to pass it on to Timmy.
So you had it all worked out with your lawyer and everything. I'm seeing your lawyer was on the plane. Wow. Yeah, you really figured that all out just in a moment's later. Nice. Okay. Well, listen, Arnold, that's really interesting to hear. And that does kind of change my perspective on your relationship with your brother. And I'm excited to see where that goes and how it leads to you with this enormous bleeding gash in your side and dead here in the elevator. But before we get to that, we're going to have to take a quick break. So let's head over to another message from our sponsors, and here it is.
Hi there. I better know how you're feeling. What? You've been to the Sydney airport and you think this place is unremarkable. Nothing special about it, which is why we've just climbed to the top. Oh, yeah! We now have the biggest airport bathrooms in the whole wide world. Yeah! I know how you're feeling. You walk off a flight, you might have to puke because the toilet's been doing barrel rolls and you don't want to throw up in front of your company. And maybe you just chugged a whole liter of Sprite. What? Well, guess what? Come right to Sydney because we've got the biggest bathrooms just for you. We'll see you there.
All right, another advertisement.
I gotta check out the Sydney airport. That sounds nice.
I'm really curious to see what happens. There's a lot going on here. I don't think you're a good person. I don't think you're a good brother. But maybe the tide will turn.
Maybe keep an open mind, God. You can be quick to jump to conclusions sometimes.
I try not to be judgmental, but
that's not true at all. You don't try that. You're openly very judgmental.
Yeah, so you're right. Okay, let's go on. This gash on the side. Pus coming out of it. What do you remember what happened?
Oh my god, it's hard to say. It was all a blur, but I wasn't in the cockpit. I had left the cockpit because what was I going to do? There's something that they needed me at the back of the plane, but I didn't know why. So I was zipping to the back of the plane, and then all of a sudden I feel this sharp pain in my side. And next thing I know, the plane is going crazy, but I don't know if it was just a normal crazy, like just a barrel roll, or if we were going down. But I assume because Timmy's not here. So I think Timmy must have survived.
Yeah, the plane doesn't seem to have crashed, but...
So I don't know. Plane crash, I don't know. That's all I remember.
Well, tell you what, we don't need to sit here wondering like a bunch of assholes. We can just find out what happened. Let's check it out.
All right, here we go. Get back in that tube, baby. This is the dashboard speaking. 25 minutes to Australia. I will now speak with an Australian accent for the rest of the plane ride. Hello.
Hey, Cheryl, come here.
Yeah. What can I do for you, sir?
I just want to talk to you for a second.
Oh, of course. Yeah. No, I just finished with the last food service, picking up all the trays and everything. So I have some time off.
Did you get the pee stain? I heard there's a pee stain back there.
I did. I used a little bit of just like Clorox on the carpet and some paper towels.
Perfect.
It's good for now. We'll need to do a bigger, more thorough carpet cleaning when we land, but it'll be good.
You're the best, Cheryl.
Oh, of course. Thank you.
Hey, listen, I just want to. I've had this secret. I've been sitting on it. I just want to level with it. No one knows this except me and my lawyer.
Oh, I love secrets.
He's on the plane, by the way.
Oh,
He's
wow.
sitting next to Richie Papers.
Yeah, I just gave him a Jack and Coke.
Perfect. He loves Jack and cocaine.
He really does. Yeah.
So Cheryl, I first of all am leaving the Pennsylvanstralia Airlines forever.
Oh my God! And you haven't told that anyone? Wow. Why?
Nobody knows. This is my last flight, and the reason is because I'm starting a new airline.
Captain, is that true?
That's true.
What? Why? What? Are you going to go to a third city?
I'm going to go to a third city. I'm moving out of Pittsburgh. I'm going to Dallas. And then from Dallas, I'm going to be flying to Lyon, France.
That's an international hub.
DaLyon is what it's called. Airline.
Oh, wow. That really rolls off the tongue much better than Pennsylvanstralia.
I totally agree. And that was part of the idea behind it. But the other part of the idea is that, Timmy's a good kid. He's got a shitty mustache, and I hate him for that. But, he's an all right kid,
He's all right.
And when I'm gone, I'm giving this airline to Timmy.
You've already filled out all the paperwork? You've signed the deed over?
Well, I haven't filled it out yet, but there's a blank spot
I see.
where the name of the person who gets the airline went, and I was gonna do it at the end of this flight. I'm gonna do it in front of him, and I'm gonna fill it out, and I'm gonna say, Timmy, it's all you.
Captain, that's really touching, but I can't help but wonder where this leaves me. I mean, I don't want to be left as just a flight attendant to scraggly mustache just Timmy for the rest of my career. I can't look him in the eye and call him Captain. He looks like a child.
Cheryl, sometimes you just gotta look life in the eyes and you gotta say, I'm going with the guy with the small mustache, and I need you to look after Timmy. You understand? Georgie's coming with me. You're staying with Timmy. Timmy needs you. Timmy needs a strong leader. He needs a woman with a strong backbone who can really get things in place.
All right. I always respected your family values, Captain, and I'll do it for you.
Hey, just co-pilot here. Hey, George, could you show me where the snacks are?
Yeah, right over here. You want Doritos? You want...
Quickly, get into this corner. I don't need the snacks.
Okay.
We're having another tight moment meeting, okay? Come on, be ready.
You're so close to me.
I have to be. It's a secret.
There's cocaine all over your mustache.
Don't worry about that. But thanks for calling it a real mustache. I appreciate that. George, listen.
Listening.
I've been thinking about what you said, okay? And I had a feeling my brother was going to do this to me. He's always been trying to stab me in the back, get me out of the way. I like to pretend we're equal pilots, but I know how he feels about me. So, George, listen. I got a plan. My brother's lying to you, but if this plan works, you and I will be the kings of this airline, okay?
Yeah?
My barrel rolls have been getting really good.
Okay.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna spin us into a crazy barrel roll. We're gonna think it's the real pilot who did that, and then I'm gonna run out, say, I'll save us. Hopefully someone will yell, cool mustache, thank you, man. And then I'll run in, I'll straighten out the plane, and I'll save us. They'll have to appoint me as the pilot and fire him. Then you and me, Georgie, we're taking this thing from the top. Back me up, Georgie. I'll give you the cue.
I'll be right here or in the bathroom, so go for it.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right, good talk.
Hey, Mr. Papers.
Yeah, Richie Papers here. Yeah.
How'd you get into this business anyway? Oh, by the way, my name's Michael. I'm Arnold's lawyer. It's nice to meet you officially.
Ah, nice to meet you. Yeah, you guys doing some little law agreement or something? There's never anyone else on this plane other than the Papers company.
No, I know. It's just
any garbage. Anything to put in the garbage?
Thank you, Cheryl.
Oh, sure.
Oh yeah, I have some old paper here.
Here, Cheryl, I actually have I have a collection of really sharp quill pens. Do you mind if I?
Oh, sure. You know what? I'll just put them in with the rest of the trash. No special precautions needed. That's fine.
Yeah. I have this this JetJet printer that I want to throw out too. Can I give that to you as well?
Yeah, I'll just put that in the same bag with those sharp quills. Okay. They're on the trash bag now. Yeah.
Oh, and Cheryl, one more thing. I have this hunting knife, a really long and dangerous hunting knife.
Just drop it right in the trash bag with all the other stuff. That's great.
Thank you.
Cheryl, I also have this one thing. I have 6 nunchucks. I thought I had 5 friends come with me just to enjoy Australia together.
You know what? Also, don't worry, guys. I'm not going to tie up the trash bag until you land. So put whatever in there. But also, if you want to save it for later, that's fine.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Okay, great. Thank you, Cheryl.
Anybody? Trash?
What'd you say your name was, Mr. Lawyer?
Mitchell?
Yeah, Mitchell. So what are you doing here? You signing off some papers for the pilot over there?
Oh, yeah. So I normally don't go on these types of flights, but I mean, this one, I can't tell you why, but this one is it's a special occasion. So I've just been, I've been getting a deed ready to sign, and I have it already.
Listen, let me tell you something. If you got a deed on paper, I probably already know about it. I know everything about paper there is. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anything that's written on paper, I have a spidey sense about it because I've worked with paper for so long.
Whoa, that's a really cool ability. Well, can you tell me what's on this paper?
Yes, it says my name is Mitchell. Remember to say that to people. And then it also says the one underneath it says deed to Pennsylvanstralia Airlines, company owned by Arnie, going to give it to, and then there's a blank line underneath. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it says.
Oh my God, that was really incredible, Mr. Papers. Hey, do you have an extra pen? We're about to land, so I want to get ready for the big moment.
Yeah, I do. Yep, right here.
Great, thank you.
Hey, Arnold, we're coming in. Just a little 10 minutes away now.
Hey, Timmy, how's it going? How was to convince George to do a better job, so I don't have to throw him off the plane?
Oh yeah, we had a talk. I think I'll be impressed with him from here on out. Don't worry about him. But
listen, everyone. We're doing something here. The co-pilot is going to try to take over the airplane. So stay in your seats and yeah.
Sorry, Timmy, what the hell was that?
Sorry you had to learn this way, but yeah, we're spinning.
Okay, so Georgie, I couldn't help but notice that announcement. And sorry, let me just put this trash bag up here in the trash bag compartment. Okay, this is with a lot of sharp objects in this thing. So, listen, Georgie, I just don't think we go up.
All right, now listen, all you passengers. It's me. I'm just a co-pilot now, but I'm here to save you. Stay in your seats and get ready to point and laugh at that other dude. Because
we don't want you to say it. We want someone else to save us.
What?
Is that little kid who peed on the floor available to help save us? We'd rather have that kid than you because you don't look like a pilot at all.
Yeah, anybody older than this guy.
Okay. Good news. That little kid is my co-pilot, right? Right, kid. Come on, get out of your seat.
Okay.
Come to the cockpit with me.
Okay.
All right, kid, come on in here. Grab that steering wheel.
Oh, okay. Hey, listen. Do you have any Sprite? I really like Sprite, and I want to drink a lot of it, real quick.
Oh, yeah, sure. We keep it right here next to the Coke.
Awesome. And how do I steer?
Oh, just flip it around, and they got nothing exciting going on in their lives. If you don't steer well, we always say that's fine.
Awesome. Oh, jeez. Listen to me, I don't know what the hell is going on here, but you're having this kid pilot. Are you taking over the plane or what? Hey, listen, just hold that thought.
Captain, we're requesting Captain in the back of the plane. There seems to be a hostile coup going on.
I gotta go to the back of the plane. I'll be right back. But Timmy, see you in a sec. Okay, Mr. Timmy, so I just crank it real hard to the right? Okay, here we go. Woohoo! Here I go, walking to the back of the plane.
Woohoo! Oh, the garbage! Throw it!
My side!
So as you look out to your right, you can see the Australian coastline. We're coming in for a landing, and I just want to assure all the passengers that despite all the barrel rolls and flying shrapnel and hostile takeovers, brother-murdering brother that's been taking on this flight, our 11-year-old co-pilot and our regular pilot, who looks like an 11-year-old but actually is qualified, are doing a fine job, and they're bringing us in for a safe landing. So anyway, just assuring everyone that for all that's happening, we are still landing on schedule in Sydney. Local time is 4:15 p.m. And have a lovely rest of your flight.
Wow, that was is a trip.
Well, I mean, you talk about noble intentions, right, God? This is a guy who wanted to do the right thing.
This is a guy who wanted to do the right thing and also send a flight attendant off the plane with a parachute. That seems pretty immoral to me.
Oh, come on. That was a ploy just to get Timmy out of the cockpit. This whole thing was about surprising Timmy.
You were telling me you were never gonna throw George off that plane like you did with the other 3 flight attendants before him?
I mean, I might have. Would have been good for him. Get the heart racing.
Well, you know what? I can respect that.
I just want to know one thing. I have a lot of stains in my apartment. How did you get that pee stain out of the carpet? I can't figure out a way to get mine out of my carpet.
That's a little secret that Cheryl taught me. And you take a little bit of ketamine, take a little bit of cocaine, and you shake it up in a Sprite bottle, and you just scrub it, and it, boom, comes out just like that. It's amazing.
I gotta try that.
That's a great trick.
It's a really good trick.
What do you think, God? I mean, are we gonna... does he get some credit just for teaching us that?
Listen, it's judgment time here, and I'm gonna try to make a wholehearted decision. You've done some bad things. You weren't a good brother.
That's true.
You tried to kill your flight attendant.
Arguably not a great pilot either, but go on.
Yeah, not the best pilot. You're doing a lot of cocaine and ketamine on the flight. I don't think that's in the pilot handbook, so...
I appreciate that.
I'll be honest, God, I don't know what to do with this one. What do you say, we flip a coin?
Yeah, let's flip a coin.
Hell, sorry. So, let's get the old paper here. Alright, name. Arnold Gardiner. Cause of death. Hunting knife flown from trash during barrel roll and stabbed in abdomen.
Sounds about right.
And sentence... Hell. Alright, my chief demon, Beelzethorpe, is here to tell you what your punishment's gonna look like. Beelzethorpe?
Hi there. Yeah, you'll spend a good long time down there in hell, but you know what? It's not all bad. You're just in time for our family-friendly screening of Coco. No, not the animated movie. It's about a kid who's strung out on coke. So enjoy.
That sounds like a great time, and maybe it'll lighten up your hell.
That sounds right up my alley.
All right, well, bye-bye, Arnold. Bye-bye.
We'll see you later. Bye.
Barrel roll.
Well, another one done with.
We'll see you next week on Exit Interview, and Arnie, we'll see you in hell when we stop by, all right?
See y'all then.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Come back next week to hear guest performer
Trisha Crimmins
in the second episode of Exit Interview called Tape 102. Angela Merkel Martin and the Two Toe Heads.
It's showtime. Exit Interview Podcast with God and the Devil. Exit